if your hips feel tight and that tightness starts to pull on your low back or even your knees, this routine is for you. We're going to open up the hips, improve hip rotation, and then reinforce that new range with breathing and control. Move slowly, stay relaxed, and nothing should feel aggressive. So let's get into it. First, we're going to do a supine 90-90 breathe to reset. So you're going to start on your back with your knees bent. If you have a wall, place your feet on the wall. If not, keep your feet flat on the floor. Let your low back rest gently down and reach your arms towards the ceiling. Take slow inhales through your nose and exhale through your mouth. While keeping that nice low back. As you inhale in, relax, and as you exhale out, I want you to reach towards the ceiling. Exhale out, reach. Make sure you're pushing into your heels and you're keeping that back nice and flat. You want to rotate your pelvis backwards. This is how resetting the system, giving you prep for the exercises. Couple more of these. So, good. So now the next one is a half kneeling hip flexor mobilization with reach. We're going to do it on your left side actually. So you want to keep your left foot backwards, come into a half kneeling position. We'll start with the left knee down, right foot forward. Before you move forward, lightly tuck the pelvis under your and squeeze the left glute. Now gently shift forward until you feel a light stretch down the front of your left hip. Now reach your left arm up and slightly forward and breathe. Then come back down. Slow and controlled is the name of the game. We're not jumping into the low back here. We're keeping that pelvis tucked and the ribs down and your glutes engaged. And breathe and come back down. That's what helps to target the quads and the pelvis instead of the spine. If you feel this mostly in your low back, back off of it a little bit, tuck your pelvis more, and then go back into it. You should feel front of your hip, not your low back. All right, let's do a few more reps here. All right, good. So, nice and easy, smooth breaths, good. So now let's switch it up to the right side. So we're gonna pull our right leg back and our left leg forward. With this one, I want you to tuck your pelvis first, squeeze that right glute, and gently shift forward. Reach your right arm up slightly, and exhale into the stretch. Then come back out of it. Move slowly enough that you can feel the difference between hip motion and low back motion. We're opening up the hip extension here, which often helps take pressure off the low back when you walk, stand, or lunge. Keep the front knee stacked over the ankle and the toes. Don't let that front knee come in. Make sure you're doing nice, good breaths in and out. On your exhale, make sure you're squeezing that glute. Good. Keep it up. Should feel that stretch on that quad. Just a couple more smooth reps here. All right, good. So next we're gonna do a quadruped adductor rock back on your left. All right, so you come down on your hands and knees, take your left leg out to the side, hands stay under your shoulders. Now slowly sit back in your hips. Pause when you feel a good stretch, and then come back. So take a deep breath in. Inhale as you come forward. You want to keep your spine long. This should open up the inner thigh and help with the back and the hips. A lot of people with tight hips also have stiff adductors and poor hip loading mechanics, and that can allow the pain to travel up the knee, low back, and cause tension and limit your squat depth. So here, move from the hips, not the spine. No twisting. Make sure you're taking a good deep breath in and then blowing out as you go back. One more here. Good. Now we're going to switch sides. So we're going to go to the right side. You're going to take a deep breath in. Breathe out. So make sure your right leg is sticking out. Your hands are underneath your shoulder, and you're rocking back and pausing and then returning. Keep the foot grounded though. Don't let the foot come out or lift up. Keep the pelvis square. Don't try to move through the spine, move through the hips. Try not to round your lower back. This long spine helps the hips move back. This is great drill for the groin stiffness, posterior restrictions, and kind of hip alignment that can mess up or make low back tension worse. Breathe as you rock back. Inhale and come forward. Stay smooth. We got a few more reps here. Good. All right, we'll come off of that. All right, so we're getting into a seated 90-90 hip switches. So you've probably seen a lot of these. So I'm gonna get you to sit down on your butt, one leg in front, one leg towards the side. Both knees are bent, they're 90 degrees. Put your hands behind you if needed, or you can put your hands across your chest. We're going to rotate both knees to the other side. Then we're going to pause, and then rotate back. Move slowly. Stay tall as you can, and breathe. This is for hip internal and external rotation, which often limits or restricts the lower back. When the hips feel stiff, the knees and low back start to take extra load. Try not to twist through your spine, just get a little further. Let the motion come from the hips. If you want a little more, lean slightly forward. The front of the shin once you get there. So as you get to the end, lean over. You should feel a little bit more of a stretch. So we're going to keep going. Lean forward. Lean forward. Good. Do a couple more each direction. One more. Good. So now we're gonna get to the strengthening phase. We're gonna do a glute bridge with a full exhale. We're gonna roll onto your back with your feet flat, hip width apart, arms to your side, and I want you to put your heels as close to your butt as you can, and you wanna flatten your back out. You want to squeeze your butt as you go up and exhale. Hold it for as long as you can exhale, and then inhale and slowly lower down. And then as you exhale, squeeze your butt, initiate it, and come all the way up. Make sure your back is staying nice and flat. This is going to add stability to your hips and your glutes, which in return is going to help keep that mobility that you just gained through those other exercises. And move out. And we're gonna do 2 more. Should not feel it in your low back, shouldn't feel it in your hamstring, should feel it more in your glute. 1 more. Driving through your heels the entire time. Perfect. So that 10-minute mobility and stability exercise program is what you need to follow daily to help improve hip mobility, decrease tension on your knees and low back. Hopefully this made you feel better. If it did, give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. You can go check out my playlist that's listed right here on some other mobility follow-ons. If you like this comment, shoot me a like, shoot me a comment. Thanks for watching.